In the stillness of a moonlit desert night, one may imagine lying beside the Nile, where papyrus rustles softly in the breeze and the waters glimmer with reflected starlight. In such a moment, it's possible to journey beyond myth into the hidden truths of ancient Egypt. Kemet. Among the earliest wonders of that civilization lies the Temple of Dendora, where beneath its stone foundation, in a chamber long sealed and known only to the most elite of priests, was said to exist a mysterious artifact, a device some referred to as the Eye of Ra made manifest. This object, carved from alabaster, wrapped in gold filigree, and encircled by untarnished copper coils, was not described in terms of engineering or technology. Instead, it was maintained through ritual. Once each lunar cycle, the high priest would recite a sacred tone passed down orally. The first time named, the object would emit a soft silver luminescence. This light cast no shadow, required no fire, and was recorded in ancient texts. Some modern researchers examining the carvings left behind noticed the glyphs bore an uncanny resemblance to electrical circuit diagrams when rotated and viewed under polarized light, leading to questions about whether such worship was, in fact, a form of science indistinguishable from magic in its era. Elsewhere, in the Valley of the Kings, a similar enigma lay hidden beneath an ordinary tomb. A ceiling was painted with constellations that, upon closer inspection, depicted stellar arrangements not of the past, but of a future that had not yet come to pass. In the same chamber, a long, metallic tool was discovered filamented with crystal and copper, and, when disturbed, it emitted a single pulse before falling silent. No one has been able to explain its composition. This pattern of unexplained objects and advanced alignments is repeated across Egypt. Pyramids aligned precisely with celestial bodies. Megalithic blocks cut so precisely that some theorize modern lasers would be needed to replicate them. And artifacts like the so-called Baghdad Battery, once dismissed as myth, but now reconsidered as evidence of early electrochemical experimentation. These instances suggest an uncomfortable possibility that ancient Egyptians possessed technological insights far beyond what mainstream timelines accept. In the ruins west of Abydos, researchers uncovered a tunnel smooth and circular, carved through limestone with no evidence of chiseling, as though heat or sonic resonance had been applied. Its walls shimmered with metallic dust and faint electromagnetic signatures. At the end of the passage rested a stone slab engraved not with geography but with energy. Patterns, ley lines, and nodal points, natural frequencies. In the center was a symbol combining Mat, the goddess of balance, with a coiled spiral resembling a modern electromagnetic coil. At Saqqara, under the step pyramid of Djoser, chambers were built with extraordinary acoustic properties, seemingly designed to enhance or focus sound. Experiments conducted by modern researchers have found that certain frequencies played in these spaces can induce altered states of consciousness. Those who sat in the central stone sarcophagus described out-of-body sensations It has led to theories that the ancients understood sound not only as music but as energy capable of affecting matter, perhaps even manipulating it. To the east, another unnamed temple, half buried in sand and absent from official maps, contains carvings that depict wingless vehicles suspended over water, wheels spinning without oxen, and luminous figures operating tools that emit beams of energy. Though such scenes have long been dismissed as metaphor or spiritual allegory, a recent expedition uncovered a perfectly smooth crystal disc in the lowest chamber of this structure. When placed under even minimal pressure, the disc produced a consistent tone modern instruments were unable to analyze or penetrate it. Only light passed through, and when it did, ancient glyphs briefly appeared in its shadow. Some believe it to be a form of recording or communication technology, while others see it as a key or resonant instrument for something still undiscovered. Those who examined the disc often claimed to recognize the symbols, not through prior study, but from dreams, hinting at an encoded memory or subconscious connection. Near the Sphinx, beneath debris not yet excavated, lies a shaft that is often omitted from official records. Rumors persist of a subterranean chamber marked by spiral geometry identical to the golden ratio. It is here that some believe the Shem-Su-Hor, followers of Horus, left behind their final work. These individuals, described in some ancient texts not as deities, but as engineers, were thought to walk the land in an earlier age, when the stars were in different positions. Their supposed legacy includes not just monuments, but encoded messages in proportions, and myths designed to outlast empires. Their intention may not have been to conquer but to preserve, and if their knowledge was ever meant to resurface, it would do so not in libraries, but in stone. In symbols that speak not to the eyes, but to deeper human intuition. Modern science may not yet explain these relics in full, but their presence challenges the assumption that ancient people were limited by primitive tools. Perhaps they accessed something different, not a form of machinery we recognize, but something more elegant and perhaps more natural, a deep understanding of frequency. Whether one considers these stories as legend or overlooked truth, they offer an invitation to reconsider what humanity once knew, and what it may yet remember.